For 20 years, we've been creating innovation in the CX industry, and now we're seeking out brilliant new perspectives on CX you just won't find anywhere else. I'm Richard Owen. Welcome to the CX Iconoclast. 2024 was a great year for the CX Iconoclast, thanks to the amazing guests we had. One of the topics that came up was the nature of technology-driven CX enhancements. As you might imagine, technology, especially automation and AI-driven support tools, has enabled companies to offer streamlined, consistent, and highly proactive customer experience. In this segment, Joe Pinto and Sean Albertson both highlight how CX technology can facilitate seamless upgrades, proactive outreach, and ultimately anticipate customer needs, positioning companies to meet and ultimately exceed customer experience.
All of my work is based on making things easier, because, it's the fault of this little thing in our hands all the time. It's got to be easy or our customers leave. And that's only getting worse because the younger generations, my son, he's a freshman in college. He basically tried to do his entire application in college on his phone and wondered why it wasn't working. And literally made the statement when it wasn't working, say, well, maybe I shouldn't go to a school that can't do it on the phone, right? It's like, what? Yeah. And so it's all really about making it easy.
Joe Pinto's example of Pure Storage's evergreen concept, for example, emphasizes creating long-term customer value, reducing the need for frequent upgrades, and using technology for a smoother customer journey.
Yes, a couple of thoughts. One is truly, we talk about a significant lower cost of ownership, 50%. And in many cases, our existing customers that own Pure and somebody else will say it's even better than 50%. That means there's less administrative overhead. There's less moves and changes. There's less truck rolls with a field engineer to replace a part because there's less failure. So you have all those things that begin to add up into a very good experience. Products that are never obsolete. We talk about evergreen. What does that mean? Not only we're going to keep the technology evergreen through technology, software updates and upgrades, but every 3 years, we're going to replace the controller in a non-disruptive fashion to keep that array in operation. The strategy of Pure, you should only call Pure when you need additional capacity, that for the arrays that you've already have purchased, that through the purchase of an evergreen subscription, we're going to keep that up to date. And therefore, the arrays we have sold over 7, 8, 10 years, 97, 98% of them are still in operation. So you can see where there's an inherent advantage that we have in some of the ways that this high NPS materializes, if that makes sense.
A lot of companies are still stuck in their data silos, big focus on moving to the cloud or, creating big data environments to do the kind of analytics and research on. But when the data's separate, if you put technology on it, you're just putting technology on, separated data. That being said, most companies also are too myopic in their view of what technology can do. Using past data, and I know you guys know this better than most at OCX, using past data and the real data, journey data and or transactional data, you can, again, predict and even then identify what's potentially going to be the problem. We'll use that then and say, this customer is starting a path that is likely going to create a really horrible journey. Let's interrupt it very quickly and say, you know what, rather than trying to do this over, let me not just tell you to call, but let me route you, click here, let me route you to the right group with the right education or whatever, and then, move faster.
Thanks for listening to the CX Iconoclast from OCX Cognition. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you won't miss any of our thought-provoking conversations. And please get in touch if you want to learn more about what OCX Cognition's predictive CX analytics platform can do for your business by providing complete insights into every account, continuously updated and connected to operations. You'll find contact info in the show notes.